Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. So we have our first walk-off of the spring. Carlos Narvaez sending the Yankee fans home happy instead of a tie. But again, here's another recap. Yankees versus Nationals at George Steinbrenner Field. Just my thoughts quick before we go over the box score. This is as close to a opening day lineup as you're going to get. This is as closest to it. You know, you had LeMahieu in the lineup, Judge in the lineup, Rizzo, you had Stanton, you had Donaldson, you had Bader, you had Hicks, you had Higashioka, and IKF as well. So other than maybe Higashioka being subbed out for Trevino, and if Higgy is your opening day shortstop, which I hope it's not, you know, this is as close as you're going to get to an opening day roster if everybody gets through with a bill of health. So with that being said, let's look at the box score and the numbers. So, close game, obviously. Game entered the ninth inning tied at 2. Washington went up 1-0 after 2.5, and the Yankees came back and took the lead in the bottom of the 4th. And after that, the Nationals tied it in the 6th, and then Narvaez walks it off with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. And just to kind of go over some highlights here. DJ looked like he was moving around pretty good on that foot. He had a nice long single off the wall. He had some type of patch on his back where his shoulder meets his neck. I wonder what that is. Hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully it was just like, you know, an icy hot patch or something. Maybe he's a little tight in there. I don't know. But hopefully that's not something that will pop up later. Stanton almost killed somebody. 112 off the bat. Hits the pitcher in the thigh. Can't even beat it out. But, you know, there's that with Stanton. Judge went 0 for 2, put the ball in play a couple of times. You look at Rizzo. Rizzo had a hit. Cabrera came in for Rizzo, had a hit. Donaldson, a walk and a run scored. Hicks had a hit, no strikeouts. Dominguez, 1 at bat, 1 run scored, a walk and a strikeout. His at bat in the bottom of the 9th set up the home run. He had a really good at bat to set up Narvaez for the home run to pass the baton on. And they struck out 8 times in 31 at bats. So it's not horrible. Okay, I you know, it's still too much for me. I would like that number to be on or under 5 with the strikeouts, but they were able to keep it in the single digits at least. When it comes to the pitching, Herman looked great. Herman was able to command his fastball. They brought it up on the broadcast. I was watching this on mute at work, so I really couldn't hear much of the broadcast until later. But they were talking about lefties, the same issue with Schmidt. Now, Herman and Schmidt are dueling for that 5th rotation job, and honestly, I think both of them are going to get starts, especially in the beginning of the season where they're still stretching pitchers out and trying to give them the extra day here and there. So I really wouldn't be surprised if the Yankees do go a 6-man rotation with Herman and Schmidt on the back end. But Herman looked good. His fastball command was there. He was throwing strikes. He was pounding the zone. He was getting the ball into lefties, which was a problem for him last year. He made a couple of good pitches to lefties. We froze one lefty on the inside part of the plate that was absolutely nasty. Fastball 94 miles an hour at the knees. So that was good. The one run he did give up he came out of the game already. It was Weissert that gave it up on a double play on a fielder's choice that wasn't converted. Loizaga looked good in 1 inning, gave up a hit, and of course the other pitchers are you know, Ryan Weber is a AAA starter, emergency starter type of guy. He threw 2 innings with no hit baseball. So the pitching has been good. The pitching has been what the Yankees have always said it was going to be, you know, a strength of this team. And, you know, outside of some guys like, you know, a Tyler Danish or something who's got an ERA of 72, the pitching has been good. You know, so, like I said, with Severino the other night, it's not a big deal. I wouldn't worry too much about Severino. You know, he was missing up in the zone. He's got to figure out his mechanics. And the thing to look with Severino is he gets stronger and better with every start. We still haven't seen Cole. We still haven't seen Rodon yet. Hopefully we see them in the next couple of weeks or next couple of games, because the Yankees don't have an off day until next week. So there's a lot of baseball to be played. But all in all, you know, you got to see Volpe. Volpe went 0 for 2. He made 2 fantastic plays at short. One to start a double play, kind of falling away from second base, made a strong throw, and then getting the guy running in front of him at third base to start a rundown, which turned into a double play because the Nationals ran into it. But, you know, that's pretty much the game here. You know, they played a complete game. The pitching was there. They got the timely hitting when they needed it. That moves to record to 4-2 after Game 6. And my top hat player award goes to Harrison Bader. Now, I know I could have gave it to Narvaez. He had the game-winning home run, obviously, but Bader had a complete game. He made a diving play in center field. He hit the triple. He also scored a run. He had a big day. And people need to remember, this is a contract year for him. So hopefully he shows out, and contract year Bader, is something that hits 270 and above, stays on the field, steals bases, is a spark plug for this offense, and really can help the fact that we didn't get a left fielder, right? He can take on another role. And we're going to have him for a full season. We haven't had him for a full season. We had him for, 17 games last year before the playoffs? So, hopefully Bader can take the initiative of possibly a new contract into the season and perform. Other than that, there was really no other things that stood out to me when it comes to this game. So you let me know who your top hat player of the war would have been in the comments section below. Make sure to hit the subscribe and like button on the video to help it out. And I'll catch you guys on the next recap or the next video.